It's the end of 2022 and we're here for a very special episode for you guys. We've got this big job that's been going on. We're on week 2 now. The whole team have been working on it and we've been filming a series of special episodes for the end of 2022 to share with you guys, which will be coming after this. But today I'm here checking up on them. I'm going to do a solar survey and I'm also going to just take some time to think about what's happened this year, review the year and all the crazy stuff that's been happening for us as a company and the videos that we've been putting out, and talk about what's coming next year. So make sure you like and subscribe and let's get into it. Oh, look at this, being filmed from 3 different angles. This is slightly intimidating. Hello dear viewers, so we're filming another video that will go out before this video. I just don't know where to look now.
That's the film, that's the famous Max film. So what we're going to do,
behind the scenes of Lee's video.
Start in that room.
So just explain what's going on here. This project is pretty massive. It's a big, beautiful house. And the customers had the house for quite a long time, but they've just not done anything for ages, and they've decided it's finally time for a big catch-up. So we're doing an overhaul on all the electrics. We're changing like all the socket faces, all the switches. We're putting in downlights everywhere, doing loads of other stuff because we've done an EICR, so there's some remedial work to do from the EICR. We've done 2 board changes and there's some fault finding to do, changing loads of outside lights, and they want solar, so I'm here to do a solar survey today. So it's a massive project, which is why we've had the whole team on it, and they're staying in Airbnb because it's a little bit out of our normal service area, which we don't usually do, but we made an exception this time. So it's a bit of a working holiday. Does it feel like a holiday?
Not at all.
Okay, it's not a working holiday. So we're going to do neat or not neat on Lee and Luke's boards. Nice and neatly labelled. Right, there we go. Oh, you beauty. Look at that. I love this. This is such a nice touch. So this is the heat shrink sleeving that you can print on with the Brother label printer. So we've been getting this and using it to label the bonding conductors, which is really nice because it just doesn't fall off, you know, it's fixed in place. So that's really nice. The earths are really nicely dressed in. He's ferruled up the fine stranded conductors on the neutral fly leads, which is nice because he's obviously cut them short so that they're neater. Yeah, it's a beautiful board. Well done, Lee. Definitely an artisan.
Do you want the very first?
Yeah, man.
The very first cut.
Let's do it because it hasn't been used yet. So, oh man, that whole saw's seen better days.
Yeah, was it 600 off this one, 500 off the other one?
Yeah. Hate to see you get the sack on a day like today, John. You know? This is going to be the one that's got like a water pipe above it or something.
He's going to blame my console for being blunt now.
Oh, there is something above.
Is there?
What is that?
There's ducts.
It's a duck.
Oh, is it the big silver? There's a massive silver duct.
Yeah, it's like a silver duct, yeah. The rating is that the drill is fantastic, but the hole saw is completely worn out. I think I've got a fresh one in the van, so I'll go and get one. 73, yeah.
3.
And this is 73 as well, perfect. That's how you do it. Proper hole saw. Don't work with a blunt saw.
You should see my SDS chaser. It's like a spoon.
So Luke's just telling us about the fault find that needs to be done. He's trying to see if I'm up to the challenge of doing it. What's the fault exactly?
There's only one live conductor, but 2 nukes and 2 earths.
Okay, so
it's been cut off at some point.
Okay.
So we're either going to lift the carpet upstairs and attach a new leg, or there's a socket this side as well.
Oh, there's literally only one.
Yeah.
What?
So when they pulled it through, they've cut it off by accident.
Oh my
Be careful,
goodness.
I think there might still be on the socket.
Oh yeah, you can see it. It's
Is
just
it still there?
Yeah, it's just there.
Might be on.
First things first though, make sure that this is dead, because at the moment it is live. Okay, so that gives me an indication of when it's off, because it'll stop bleeping. There we go, that's that one. So now that we know that that's dead, what I'm going to do is just give a little pull on these, because I think I can actually see the live conductor just sticking out here. Yeah, it's just there. So the problem that that's causing is that this is a ring circuit, which means there should be a continuous loop all the way around the circuit, in and out of each point. there's a break in the live conductor and ring circuit, which means that all the power from one side is going down one conductor, and it's on a 32 amp circuit breaker, so it could have the potential for the circuit to be overloaded but not trip the circuit breaker. This is what these mats are for, so I'm going to actually get it out and use it. I need to pull it out like they do with the, you know, the tablecloths under the glasses of wine. That didn't work. So last week, you might have seen last Sunday, we released a video about these amazing new tools that we just got delivered. And this is a proud moment for me actually, which is part of the kind of cool things I wanted to talk to you about in this video, is that we've got some great brand partners now that we're working with on the channel who are really supporting us as we grow the channel. So Hilti is one of them, and we've got all this amazing Hilti gear, and we got the privilege to work with them to do some promotion for them, which is cool because being paid to promote stuff that you have loved for many years is kind of like living the dream really. So I'm super happy and I get to use these awesome tools. But make sure you watch that video, card up here if you haven't done so already. Right, okay, so that's interesting. It looks like it actually goes through the wall, and I think there's a socket on the other side. So they might have actually looped through that socket on the other side, in which case we might even be able to just pull a new piece of cable from one side to the other. Another exciting moment. There's a lot of exciting moments in this video, guys. Mega have given us the new MFT, multifunction tester, that they've just released, which basically nobody else has yet, because they want us to give them our brutal, honest opinion on whether it's any good or not. John has actually been chosen as the guy to put it through its paces, because John is the testing OG in the company. So show it to us, John. Just old.
It comes with a quite nice case. It looks like it's a CK testing bag being rebranded, in all honesty. Quite a lot of leads. It's got these interesting ones, which actually come
that could
out.
be painful if somebody...
So I imagine it just grips the cable a little bit better.
MFT X1.
So it's actually, I've only had a little play with it. I thought Jordan can have a little fault find with it. Actually got this little question mark here. So I don't think learners should be particularly using it, but it'll actually show you
Oh, that's genius.
exactly what you're supposed to be doing on the test. So you should be nulling it together, and it will show you where to, you've got to put your link in and do your R1, R2, for example.
That's a really nice touch.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is dumbing it down. It's making our trade even less skilled, isn't it? But maybe that's just me being a bit pedantic.
It's not going to help us to make electricians great again, is it, John?
It's not. But yeah, I don't know if you want to have a play with that.
Let's give it a go.
I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Thanks, mate. Does that have one of how to do an insulation resistance test on somebody's nipples? That's right. So this is actually that cable there on the other side, which is unfortunate because it means that we're not going to be able to repair it by pulling a new cable from that side to this side. What we're going to have to do is just try and extend this somehow into this box using some kind of connection. So now I know that this is a bit of a nightmare job. I have three options. Number one, I call Reuben to sort it out. Reuben, got a nice little job for you. So do you want a really enjoyable, great job?
I mean, I'm already on an enjoyable job, but maybe if you've got
Show me
another
what you're
one
doing.
for me.
Show me what you're doing.
To be fair, these aren't that bad. I'm just, there was just a switch fuse spur in like each of the rooms, and it's just getting flushed in. But these walls are super soft. It's like a multi-tool round, it goes all the way through, and I'm just marking the depth of the box on the multi-tool so that I go just the right amount. I'm pretty sure they're going to the outside lights.
Ah, okay, yeah,
So
we've got to
there's a
change those
floodlight
outside
over
lights
there.
later, haven't we?
Yeah, Luke's done a few of them around the
okay.
house, so I think it's just that corner.
Well, I'll show you what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was dangerous. Electrician killed by childproof gate. I can see the headlines now. So, what would you do here, right? So, basically there was a break in the ring and they took the socket off. There's only one live conductor. So, we've realised that it had been cut off and it was just tucked inside there. So I've had to chop it back, pull that up. I've done a ring test now between these two, and we've got ring continuity. So what we need to do is extend that into this box again.
Right.
Any ideas how you would do it?
It's the socket on the other side.
That's exactly what I thought. So you've got the right line of thinking there. There is a socket on the other side, but this is the cable that goes back to back with that other socket. This one goes up the wall to the next socket somewhere else.
It's always how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's typical. So my only thoughts are really to put like a inline Wago connector on or something, but it's just not much space, and it's going to end up being buried in the wall. It feels like a bit of a bodge.
Even like a through crimp would be too big, probably, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Luke just came in and said, I think there might be a break in all three conductors, not just the line. And I thought that they'd just doubled them up in here, but they haven't. So that's obviously going to the back box. This is the only earth. So they've actually cut off the CPC as well. And it's in there. Look at that. It's tucked away inside there. But that is of no use to anyone if it's not terminated into a socket. There's no way I'm going to put through connectors on there and extend it. So I think if we do chase a little bit out, if we measure out from this wall here, if we chase out like by about that much on the other side, we should see the cables going up.
I didn't see what you picked up. I assumed you picked up a tape measure, and then I saw that. Did you think the same thing as well? And
That's as good as a tape measure.
it was so casual though.
All you need is a reference.
Off the wall. Pair of pliers.
OG tips and tricks here. Like, this is the stuff they don't teach you at college, Reuben. So one comes out of here through the wall into the socket on the other side. The other one comes out of here straight up in the wall. And then the other one from the other side comes through the wall to here and then up. So in theory, we can pull the dodgy one back to here and then either try and pull it up a new leg in the capping if we can access it above the ceiling, or if not, we can pull that leg down to here, joint it, and then run it back through. The weather in this stupid country is so ridiculously horrible. In fact, that's one thing that I need to announce, is that I'm jacking it all in and I'm going to live in Tahiti. So this is actually the last ever Artisan Electrics video. It is what it is. I'm not really sad, to be honest. It's been the bane of my life making YouTube videos for you cretins for the last 4 years. I've only been doing it for the money, and even then I didn't make any money, so it's been completely pointless. And I just wanted to say, you can go stick a fork in your eye, I'm going to Tahiti. Are you allowed to say blind grommets, or is that offensive now to call them blind grommets? Do we have to call them like grommets with no hole in or something? I've got loads of those and no normal grommets, which is absolutely ridiculous. Fortunately, we have like every single Artisan van on site here, so I'm sure somebody's got some. Oh, I know where they'll be. In the if John has kept the layout like I used to have, then there should be a fixings. But wow, it's actually quite neat in here. Look, I was expecting it to be a complete mess. John does have a little bit of a reputation for chucking everything in at the end of the day. Can't blame him. I mean, we've all been there, but it's looking pretty good. I'm impressed. So we've got to have it long enough to go through the wall and then into the box on the other side. I think that'll just about do. Wow, that is powerful. Yeah, it's not got a backpack strap on it, but it's the back, yeah. We will be getting the backpack straps as well. They didn't send them, but they're really nice. So powerful. So that's all done, tested. We have a complete ring circuit once again, some good readings. Done a little bit of making good and everything's nice. Now we're going to jump outside and do some outside lights. So we've got this outside light that needs replacing, and then there is going to be another one added further along there. I'm going to take this off and have a little look. I might just change this one over because it's a fairly short and simple job, hopefully. He says, and then discovers that they've wired it up in a very annoying way. They've done a loop through here, so this is permanent live. So they've basically taken the feed live and neutral into here, looped through out to the switch, and then back up with the switch live. So that's slightly annoying because it means this new light has got to have like a junction box in the back of it, basically. Gonna get attacked by the dog. Hello. Hello, doggies. No. Hello. It's okay, we're coming in. We're coming in. Will you let us? So, 3 lights. 1, 2. Oh, watch the dog poo. 3. Okay. That should be fairly straightforward, hopefully. Now, the reason I'm doing these is just to give the guys a little bit of a hand, really. I'm just trying to do any quick and easy jobs that can be done that are outside while it's not raining. Because although this was an easy job when it's dry, just chuck it down with rain. Nobody wants to do that. So while I'm doing this, I thought I'd talk to you about this year. Wow, what a year. I mean, it's been absolutely nuts. I was looking back at my end of year video that I did last year, end of 2021. And, you know, it's just amazing to see. Oh wow, that's pretty burnt. Look at that. That pin is proper melted. That's good, that's why we're changing these. Last year was a mental year, obviously, with lockdowns and everything, and I said in that video that, you know, the construction industry kind of boomed during COVID because everyone was spending money on their houses and stuff. So we were super busy, and we expanded in 2021 from basically me by myself to a team of 13 people. We took our turnover up, you know, massively, but our profit went only up a tiny bit because we grew so much in 2021. 2022 has been a funny year as well, really, because there's been moments where it's been absolutely manic and we've been completely snowed under, and I've been like, I need to hire more electricians, and there's been other times when it's just been really quiet and I've been like, oh my goodness, how am I going to find work for everyone? You know, there's been some really hairy moments this year, so it's been a bit different. A year of ups and downs, I would say, as life sort of went back to normal and, you know, the economy's all over the place. I'm doing a deep dive video about all that stuff. Last year I went through the numbers and I said exactly how much I'd earned last year and how much profit we made and all that stuff and how much we'd earned from YouTube. I'm going to do that again this year, but I'm going to do it as a members only video because I think that that's kind of special information that only the privileged elite should have access to. So if you want to be a core member of our channel and see that video, which will be going up on the channel around this time, then there's a link below where you can join up as a member, and it helps support the channel and you get access to loads of exclusive content like that earnings video that I'm posting. But in terms of the business, you know, we have grown. I mean, we took on John this year, Chloe was new, Louise left, Corey left, Amma left, another person from the office. We had quite a lot of people go and quite a lot of people come. We had Elijah started, Wayne started, and a lot of these people you don't really see in the background. So like Wayne's my assistant manager, for example. He's working really hard in the background, kind of doing the people management side of things and helping get systems in place for stuff, doing a lot of planning for jobs and things as well. It's been a year of comings and goings in terms of people, and it's also been a year of learning for me. I think learning about YouTube as well. YouTube has changed, I feel like, in the last year, and we've been trying to find our feet with the kind of content that we're making, and I think we're going to shake it up again in the new year. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit a like if you do appreciate our content, because in the new year things are going to be a bit different, so keep your eye out for that. I'll talk to you about next year and the plans for next year when I go around the corner to do this next light fitting.
While Jordan's been downstairs, me and John have basically been going around. There's 4 rooms on this landing. We're in the 3rd bedroom at the moment, so we're getting rid of this central pendant and we're putting 6 downlights in each of the rooms. I'm actually really liking these stud buddies. Jordan got us a couple of packs, so they're just so quick to just chuck up on the ceiling and you can visually see where your joists are, and then from there you can measure out and say, nah, that measurement's not quite right, that's going to collide with that joist, so we'll change it a bit. And then once we've got it with what we're happy with, mark it all out, drill the holes. Luke's just going to follow around, batten up, get the biscuit back in, and then we'll put some filler over it. And it'll be nice to get this floor done by the end of the day. Is that Mars bar?
Wait, that is a Mars bar. So one of the builders got a bit snacky.
Fiddly.
I know.
There's little screws top and
Got
bottom.
one on this, but
Trying to get them level.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare. These Philips Hue lights are absolutely rubbish. I am quite a fan of Philips Hue stuff. Like we've got a load of it in the studio, and it's really, really good stuff. But these particular lights just feel like really badly designed. Like they're so fiddly to install. You've got these tiny little flimsy Philips screws at the top and bottom, and the back plate is so flimsy that it sort of bends when you fix it back to the wall. It's just the issue of electricians need to design light fittings, which is why we love the JCC stuff, because it's designed by electricians for electricians. It just, makes our life so much easier fitting something that's been thought through, whereas these are designed purely from an aesthetic point of view, really, and the rest is sort of an afterthought, unfortunately. So they look nice once they're up, but they're just a pig to get up on the wall. It's another stupid thing about these, you have to drill your own holes, Usually they'd just come pre-drilled, but you have to drill your own. I am so sorry, guys. Time just ran away with me this afternoon. I was trying to do the solar survey, and they always take a bit longer than you expect when you're trying to measure all the joists and jump around on a roof. I didn't really get much footage from the end of the day, but what I did do is film a really, really, really raw video. When I say raw, I mean like emotional raw, about the last year, sharing some pretty frank and slightly scary things that have happened from a business point of view and a financial point of view. So if you want to see that, and if you want to support the channel, which would really help right now, then we'd really appreciate it if you signed up as a member. It's just a simple act. You click the join button, costs you a few quid a month, and it helps you to support us in what we're doing, and in return you get exclusive content that you will not find anywhere else on the internet, and you will get an Artisan beanie as well as a thank you in the post. And if you sign up as a top tier member as well, you'll get your name as a shout out in one of the videos. So I would really appreciate if you sign up, but also I think you will not regret it seeing the video that I've just made, because I bared all when it came to the financial situation of the business at the moment. And I will say no more other than thank you for watching this last episode of the year, and thank you for being here, for watching every video, for hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it. You guys are going to be with us through the ups and the downs, the growth spurts and the scary times when we think everything's going to go and fall apart. We know that you'll be there watching and supporting us along the way, and we really appreciate your supportive comments, the really encouraging supportive comments. We really appreciate those, so thank you. And I wish you all the best for 2023. I'm sure that it's going to be an interesting year, whatever happens. So I'll see you then. And before we go, here's a little montage of what you've got to come over the next few days from the crazy fun times that the guys have had filming themselves with their GoPros. So make sure you watch those videos. Enjoy.
Poppy's not impressed.
What on earth is this? I think we're going to go take him up and put him in Reuben's room ready for tomorrow.
You packed it and left it there.
1 lump or 2, mate.
Go on, show us your cup.
My cup.
See you later, John.
Hey, he's arrived.